Well, hello, everybody. I'm so excited to share this amazing time with one of my awesome students. She is doing great, great things. And I'm just like a proud mama celebrating the work that my students are doing, and their success is my success. I am so thrilled and thankful for what God has allowed me to do by sharing just what I learned, sharing my own struggle. From my own struggle, I was able to birth this program that is helping people all over. So my name is Catherine Storing. Welcome. I'm just having an amazing conversation with one of my students, Orencia, and I just wanted to allow her to introduce herself, welcome her, and we're just gonna get started. Okay. Hi, Orencia.
Hi, Catherine. How are you?
I am doing awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're very busy, but I just wanted to talk for a few minutes because I believe when we do something that many people want to do, we can encourage them when we look like them, when we sound like them, when we have a similar background. So when I share with people my struggle of wanting to write a book for 20 years and not being able to do it, all of a sudden they start paying attention because they know, wait a minute, I've been waiting for so long. So that's why I wanted to have this conversation. So let's talk about you. What was getting in the way of you writing your book before you wrote it?
Um, fear. Fear that I didn't really believe in my writing ability. Like I wrote, like from a child, I was always writing in journals and everything like that. But to write and be a writer per se, I didn't believe in my ability to put a book out there that's actually gonna be something that others will want to read.
That's
So,
powerful. And
yeah,
that fear is real. That
yeah.
holds a lot of people back, and especially, and I can hear a little bit of an accent, and I also have an accent because I'm an island girl. And
Yeah.
especially when English is not your first language, for me, that fear was real because I just thought my English was not good enough, and it took a long time for me to get that confidence. That is, so
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that, because fear is definitely a real thing. So why do you want to write your book, and then tell us what your book is about?
Well, I wrote my book initially out of obedience to God. Um, my audience that I want to write to is for children, but that wasn't the audience that God wanted me to write for initially. So I wrote out of obedience, thinking that I can go on my merry journey after finish writing the book, but that didn't happen. Um, and my book is mainly about my life story and how I often felt rejected, and I made the feeling of rejection keep me held back for many years, too long. And I had to take an internal review of myself, and I saw that it wasn't really rejection that was holding me back, but my own self. The way I was thinking is what held me captive. So that's how I came up with the name Caged. Because basically I was caged within my own self and having all these negative thoughts.
That is powerful. One of the things that I always say to my students, and I'm sure you have heard me say this,
Yeah,
that a book is a gift that the author gives to themselves first and then to the world. So you wrote this book
definitely.
thinking, I'm being obedient, I'm just going to get this thing done. And then God said, I have a gift for you inside of the book. How amazing is that?
Yes. So that's where I started my journey, and now I'm on my second book, in middle of writing my second book, and my third book, which I actually started writing 7 years before this actual book. So I'm actually now putting the finishing touches out there.
That is amazing. I'm so proud of you. So you go from,
Thank you.
I don't think I can write a book, to not one, finish it, and I cannot wait for them to see the cover because it's all kinds of fine. But
Yeah,
now you are finishing something that you started 7 years
yeah,
earlier and completing the second book at the same time. That
yeah,
is the power of doing the thing that you're afraid to do,
yeah,
showing up anyway, and then seeing how God meets you when you step out in obedience. That is amazing. So tell me a little bit about your experience with my the academy or the course that you took. What was the game changer? How did it help you to be where you are today?
The game changer was the challenge, the 40 write your book in 40 days challenge, because I do like challenges. And I said to myself, let's see if I can actually finish writing a book in 40 days, which I was doubting myself all during the process. I was saying, there's no way anyone can write a book in 40 days, but yet I did it. So the greatest challenge was actually um, remembering all the grammar stuff that I learned in high school. That was the greatest challenge for me. Like, you know, the little things that you would think that you remember, like the punctuation marks, the difference between a colon and a semicolon. You kind of, it refresh my memory so that I can structure my sentences correctly. And one of my favorite program of yours is the grammar clinics, because it really helped to refresh my memory of, you know, simple sentence structure and punctuation marks and stuff like that.
Powerful, right? And it's
Yeah.
funny because I love how you said that. You might think it's too simple, and I'm like, when God told me you got to put that grammar clinic together, I was thinking, God, this is like basic. But I graduated high school a long time ago,
Yeah.
so those things, like you said perfectly, that you think you're gonna remember, but if you're not using them every day, and you're but being aware, that's the thing, that you are using them every day, but when you're writing a book, you're more aware of it, and you want to make sure that you do it right. So I'm so glad that
Yes.
that made a difference, because to me it was so simple, right?
Yes.
Powerful, powerful stuff. I love that. So how has writing your book changed your life,
Um,
if
it
at all?
actually it put me in a different mindset, because now you can't tell me that I'm not a writer. There's nothing anyone can say. They can keep their thoughts to themselves. I wrote a book. I have a book on Amazon. Even if I don't write another book, I am still considered a writer. So my mindset has totally shifted, and it's put me in the mood where I just want to be constantly writing. Of course, you still struggle with the thoughts of telling you, you don't have to write another book. Just, you know, just be still. But I can. We have to go on from where we are right now. We can do one thing and stick there. We gotta grow. So, and that's one thing you always tell us as your students, is that we can't stay at the stage that we are. We have to grow. We have to build on top of what we already know. So that's what I'm doing, building on top of what's there already.
That is so awesome. And I can tell you, because I know you before you were an author. Thank you very much. I can see the confidence. Like, I can see how you're smiling wider, you're showing up, like even the fact that you were willing to share your testimony with us and the
Yeah,
world, you know, that's just
yeah.
powerful.
Oh God.
That is
Because
so
without
awesome.
him, I would have never have done it.
He is amazing. So will you recommend my programs to other aspiring authors, and why, if you would?
I would definitely recommend your program, and I have been recommending your program. Um, I think some people they have the ability, but they lack the confidence like I did. And do we need that extra push? And definitely you will give that extra push. Like, you don't take no nonsense, you don't take no for an answer. Like, you see the ability, and you allow us to bring that ability to the surface. And that's what I liked about your program, as opposed to um, different people that I've seen on social media asking for students and stuff. You actually get behind your students, and you stay the journey with them, even through the editing. You edited your own book with us and everything like that. So it's more of like, even though we were on video conferencing, is more of, you still got a personal touch from you. So I would definitely recommend your program.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. If
You're welcome.
I love how social media has shortened the distance, and we can be with so many people in different countries at the same time
Yes.
and not have to be in the same room physically, but because of technology, we were able to be together, and it's just amazing. I'm so thankful that we were able to do that. So now that we're talking about your book for, I don't know, 5 minutes, can we see it? Can we see the book?
Sure.
Look at that cover. Look at how beautiful. Oh my God, I love it so very much. Where can people find that amazing book? Give us the link.
You can find my book on Amazon. The short link is bit.ly, that's bit dot ly/or Bulze. And it will take you straight to Amazon where you can follow me, follow my author page on Amazon, as well as purchasing the book.
Look at you. Look at you. Follow me as an author. I love that. I love that. We will share the link as well, but they can find you up. They can look under Cage, look up your name and find you and get a copy of the book. Just the cover itself is enough to wanna have it in your atmosphere. Orencia, there are no words to say how proud of you I am, how thankful I am that you found me, that we found each other, that you showed up, that you allow me to push you, and that you have been blessed just by being obedient, and now you're working 3 books. Oh my God, that is such a blessing. Any final thoughts for people that are on the fence about sharing their testimony and showing up in the world? What would you tell a person that knows they're called to write a book, but they're just not sure yet?
I would say look beyond your fears and go anyways. Because looking back now, I can see all the things that I was actually afraid of was just false. There's a saying that's saying fear is false evidence of being real. And it really is true, because you're thinking of all the things that could happen. And then when you look back, nothing happened. So I would say take the leap and do it anyway. And trust that what God has inside of you, He will bring out of you. Because He's not going to leave us. He's going to walk with us through the process.
Wow. That, oh, I love it. I love it. And he will walk through us, with us through the process. Thank you so much for your time. I'm so thankful that we're able to talk about our faith. That's one big element of my programs, that I do not shy away from that. If we have to pray, we pray. And it's just an amazing time that we have when we're together writing. Thank you so much, Orencia. I'm so proud of you again. And I cannot wait to see that 2nd and 3rd book when they come out.
Amen. Me either.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just really wanted to share and brag on my students and tell you that it's possible, show you that even if you're not a native speaker, if you are a native speaker but you went to school a long time ago, you can write a book. You can go from just a regular person to being an author. I can tell you that when I meet people and they ask me, what do I do? And I tell them I'm an author. Do you know what happens? People stand up a little straighter. They act a little more. They even change the words they use, because now it's like, I have an author in my presence. It elevates who you are in front of even yourself, but in front of everybody else. They even take you more seriously. So I hope this testimony encourages you, and it helps you make the decision to go from wanting to write a book to actually writing the book. God bless you, and we'll see you super duper soon.